got down here at Casey's place where he's been putting out some corn. And one thing that we've noticed the last few years is, for us, what works in Oklahoma is that places you have deer, we'll put out regular corn and it'll bring the does in everywhere. But apple corn will bring in the bucks. And so he put out some apple corn this last time, and he said he saw a couple bucks out here, so we're gonna come down here and put out some more corn, pull the chips, and maybe we get some good pictures of the deer that he saw running off. So he said it looked like it's pretty good sized bucks. What camera you got using?
I think this is a Bush. No, it's a Moultrie. This is a pretty good camera. I've had this camera for a while. But I came in here probably about 3 weeks ago with the backhoe, and all this that's cleared out was just scrub trees just like this.
All this was all brush?
Yeah, it was all scrubs like this. And I just come with the backhoe and started digging them up and just kind of made me a little spot back in here. And my plan is right here. I don't have any big enough trees in this area for a
tree stand,
so I've got a spot right over there, Dylan. Right between these two cedars, right in that, between them two cedars right over there.
Yeah. How long did it take after you cleared it out? You started seeing tracks down here about the next day?
The next day, man, I had tracks everywhere.
So you got a camera right there?
Yeah.
So you got two of them going?
I've got three. I've got a camera right there.
Oh, dang, yep.
And the reason I do is it gets every angle, because you always have them big bucks. They'll come in, you're like, man, what's the other side look like? And I've got 3 different cameras. Of course, I ain't gonna have 3 different cameras over here the whole time. And the reason I want to keep these cedar trees up is because if I'm in my blind and I got a good buck that's coming, and when he hits behind one of them cedars, I can go ahead and draw.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? By the time he gets there, and that's probably why I'm going to keep both of these up as well. I may shed this one off just a little bit, but my blind's going to be set right behind these two, and I've got a good lane here, and I've got plenty out there.
Yeah, it's cleared out pretty good down through there, and then you can get an idea right between those 2 trees. This is where he would actually have the shot.
Dad, look at me.
I see you.
What do you think, buddy? You think you can get that shot off? Think you can get one from right there?
Yes.
Yeah?
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
You can shoot one with your bow?
Yeah, you can. Heck yeah.
Well, let's go check some cards. You want to go check some cards, see if we got any pictures of deer carted down? Yeah, all right. Well, we just got back from pulling these cords. See what we got on here from up here on the hill. And you can tell they really bit after that corn. There's a lot of tracks up there and stuff like that, but we're going to throw them in this computer and see. I'm not going to go to the computer. Check this out. Look at that right there. That's what I'd like to see. It's a good looking buck right there. Well, what'd you think about looking at the?
It'll pump you up.
That'll pump you up,
Yeah.
boy. Golly.
But see, this year we're not able to go elk hunting, so we're not able to do that. We've got
Which
a little more
stinks,
focus on the
because
whitetail.
man, we love elk hunting.
And but then you get pictures like that, and it's
Yeah.
So we're gonna pull up here in the pickup, and then get this drone out, and we'll film what we see on the drone, and maybe if them bucks are out there. Of course, the pictures were from what, 8 o'clock, and it's 7 o'clock right now.
7 right now, but it's starting to get darker earlier. So
we're gonna go out there and see if we can get this sucker on film, on live drone footage.
yeah, that'd be cool, man. Get that drone out there just to see. Something will probably be out there. I'm kind of just excited just to fly it again because I only flown it for about 5 or 10 minutes yesterday.
I've never seen one in action, so I want to see what this thing's about.
He's gonna buy one as soon as he sees this thing. I promise you, and you will too. I promise you. It's unbelievable.
All right,
Let's go do it.
let's try it out. That's her?
Dude, this is her. This is, look how little this thing is. It's
Oh,
tiny.
smokes.
It's tiny, and then once we get there, and then here's the remote that I put my phone in that controls this thing. And it's cool as crap, dude.
You gotta be kidding me.
And it just took off. Now I'm controlling it with this controller, so if I want to go up,
That is nuts.
so there's a deer. There's some deer on it.
Sure are.
So I can.
So we're in eastern Oklahoma, and KC's place. So it'll be 3 of us this year that pretty much gonna have try to have as much footage as possible. Nick, KC, and myself. And so I come up here this afternoon, go with KC and kind of check out some of his places that he's got ready to go. And you saw us putting out some corn. We also the chips on the cameras, and
Man, we got some bruisers.
got some good bucks out here. So it's pumped up, kind of get us ready to go. Last thing we did is Casey got his drone, so we got some footage of that, obviously of some drone footage and kind of us tinkering with it, trying to figure some things out, and we'll learn more about it as we go on. But
It's going to be a good year.
I think so.
I really think it's going to be a good year.
I haven't yet put out cameras, and I don't think Nick has either. So this next weekend be September 1st,
Yeah.
Monday?
Yeah.
And so this weekend I'm going to go put out my cameras, put out some corn, and hopefully have some good ones down there. The idea that we have going forward with this whole thing for this year is kind of go back and forth on the hunts throughout the year. So kind of have a hunt, will be on there, 10-minute video or whatever of my progress through the weeks, and then Casey and Nick will do the same. We'll try to rotate the videos in there and try to have it sequential to where it's easy to watch, easy to listen to.
And we're hoping to give you guys, like at least a video a week, and we're going to try to make it, it won't be live, but we're going to try to get it as close as we can. So October 1st week through October 10th, and we're going to try to have that video footage done and edited and on YouTube the next week.
Yeah.
And then while we're working on the second week, that way we want to show you guys, kind of what we're seeing at pretty much at the same time that we're hunting, as good as we can.
It'll be a learning opportunity for us to try to
Yeah.
do this. We're just kind of putting our hand into this and kind of getting used to taking the videos, putting them on YouTube, stuff like that. So hang with us, and hopefully we'll have some good footage. Obviously, we got some pretty good bucks out there at this place, so if we can capitalize on one of those, that's great already. So if we can get a couple more from each stand location, because really we're scattered out. We've got Casey's in eastern Oklahoma. I'm in southern Oklahoma. I mean, it's hours and hours apart. So,
And Nick, he's hunting east of here a good, 20 miles. So,
so looking forward to it. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching.